Hey, what's going on, everybody? John here at Havokmkr Studio and FMP Wargamers. So, good news today. We're going to be talking about good stuff, uplifting, amazing news in the realm of Marvel Crisis Protocol from Atomic Mass Games. If you are not familiar with this game, it is a tabletop skirmish game using all of your favorite Marvel characters. Either right now they've got them out or they're on their way. If you not even remotely aware, there are a lot of characters in the Marvel Crisis or the Marvel universe, and we're slowly seeing them get into the game. Will every single character make it? I don't know, but one of my favorite characters, it's one of the newest ones onto the list alongside America Chavez, is Kamala Khan. And today, I guess that is today. Is it? Oh, yesterday. Yesterday, they announced Target Kree. It's going to be a light novel that's going to be coming out, or a novel, sorry, not a light novel, but a novel that's going to be coming out that is going to be featuring the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers, and Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. But it's set in the world of Marvel Crisis Protocol, the game. Now, people might be like, whoa, wait a minute, John. There's only one Marvel Universe. Well, no, there's not. No, there's not. Just like in DC Comics, there's basically the multiverse. That's what they have in Marvel Comics. They have, like, I think the main world is Earth 616. There's a variety of universes, I guess, the best way to put it, throughout it's the multiverse. And one of those is the setting that Marvel Crisis Protocol takes place in, which is not too dissimilar from the regular Marvel universe. So let's take a look just really briefly. So what I've read so far from the little press release, that it's going to be going on sale July 6th, just 3 days before my birthday. So who knows, maybe I'll get it for my birthday. And it's going to be produced between Marvel and Aconite Books. It's called Target Kree, and it's going to feature, as soon as I can get this back up here, there we go. It's going to feature, as I said, the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, and including Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. So, just a quick rundown. I'll just read a little press release. Following the destruction of their world, a group of Kree refugees come to Earth to work for Stark Enterprises, but the Guardians of the Galaxy arrive soon after, believing that the World Killer is actually one of those Kree, now hiding on Earth. But there are others after the killer too, and the Avengers have no choice but to respond. And both Tony Stark and Kamala Khan have to choose between the fate of the Earth and the people they care about. It's going to be available trade paperback, ebook, and audiobook formats. Pre-order now, and it's going to be released this summer around July 6th. So I'm going to be keeping track of that. But what does that have to do with Marvel Crisis Protocol besides the book being in the Marvel Crisis Protocol universe? There she is, Miss Marvel. Okay, so not the most stunning character miniature that they've done so far, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. I'm betting there's a sneaky surprise. We're seeing her in her. I mean, that right there captures her kind of heroic snarkiness. Like, I mean, she really believes in the heroic ideal, guys. She's not chained down by all the adult responsibilities and the political world and everything else going on that the adult superheroes have to deal with. She's still really idealistic. She's young. She's energetic. And I think that's really it. It's like she's putting her hands on her hips, like, I am here. We're going to do this. So I'm I'm hoping that we're going to get two characters. So just like Ant-Man and Wasp have their small and big version, or the normal size version and their shrunk down version, I'm hoping that we might see Miss Marvel. It's a dual kit, and we'll have her, this one that you're seeing on your screen right now, and then we'll have the first of the larger models. Now we know that there is a Sentinel coming that's going to be a large scale model, but I think we're going to get the first maybe size 4 miniature which height-wise, I think the biggest right now we have is size 3, which is like Thanos and the Hulk. I think we're going to, they might be size 4. Regardless, I think she's going to be the first big scale. I don't know how big, but I think she's going to be bigger than Thanos and the Hulk, and she probably have. She has basically the ability to expand her body parts, get really tall. She has I forget how to pronounce it, but umbigum. Basically, it's her fist gets really massive when she throws it. So I think we might see kind of a dual kit here: her shrunken size and her big size, because we do have the rules for going from normal size to tiny size with Ant-Man and Wasp. This might be the first character we get from little size to big. I mean, we've got speedsters, we've got magic, we got pretty much all the big rule sets except for the power of growth, giant growth. So I think we might see it. I'm hoping. Regardless, I'm getting it. Miss Marvel is on my top 10 list of characters. She's the newest and freshest alongside Miss America or America Chavez, however you want. No word yet from Atomic Mass Games that they're going to get it. So I'm hoping, because we could also see Squirrel Girl in the near future, which would be awesome. But I also have other gaming news. As predicted the other day, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, we're going to start seeing their rules being released. And here is a little snippet for Wanda Maximoff. Some people are not too happy about the character costume, but this is classic. This is a classic costume, and I think it fits perfectly. It really captures the essence. I mean, they could throw her in an MCU version or some of her other racier versions, but it just wouldn't really capture the feel of the most iconic image of Scarlet Witch. And this one, even though there's been slight variations of this costume over the years, this is the classic costume that most people recognize. So let's take a look at her miniature. It looks really good. I'm really nervous though about the connection points with how it looks like it's only one little swirly bit of energy that is suspending her up in the air. That looks to me like it's a weak point. So be careful, ladies and gents, when you get this model and you transport it. So let's take a look at the little snippet they gave us. Now in the comics, it goes back and forth, and I would have to double check, read up on the rules again, but they've said that, it's chaos magic. She's a mutant though with reality warping powers. Here they're blending it a little bit together, and I think that they're taking the storied history of her powers changing and combined it now into something a little bit more solidified. So let's take a look at her powers. And she has a bunch of decent range attacks, it says, and it looks like she's going to be imposing a lot of status effects on her opponents. So her first power that we get to see of her reality bending, reality manipulating, which is a pretty overpowered reality manipulation or warping, spatial distortion, are really extremely powerful abilities and usually given to some OP characters or overpowered characters in novels and comics and cartoons, and she's got it. So her first power is this is a basic one. It likely will not cost any power to do, like most characters. Hex Bolt Attack is an attack. I guess is a great example of her reality manipulation abilities. Hitting at a strength 6, so that means she gets to roll 6 dice, determine if she's wounded or not. Now, let's see here. It also has the Chaos Magic special rule. So this is from her connection to I think they call her an elder god, but I believe it's actually a Greek god, Chthona or Chthonic, whatever, however you pronounce it. So for each failure of this attack, and I'm guessing anything with the Chaos Magic special rule, for each failure in her attack roll, her target suffers from a list of different special conditions. This ability to impose multiple special conditions is just one of the various tools that she has in her arsenal. So my guess right now is that On that 8-sided dice, there's one critical failure, there's a shield, there's a hit. That's only 4. I think that they're, and the wild dice. And then my guess is that I would have to take a look at the dice, but I think there's another hit, another blank, and maybe another shield. So that would be 8. So if it's not a hit, if it's not a wild die or a wild side, or the critical success, that means it's a failure. So my guess is those remaining 5 icons, she'll be able to roll or choose one of those and impose it onto her target. I can't imagine that you get to put all these different status effects or special conditions for whatever failures. I mean, she has 1 success and 5 failures. I can't imagine putting on 5 failures from a basic attack, but we don't know. We'll see. So let's move on to her other attacks. Her attacks aren't the only place where, I guess we're not going to do that, where she has exciting things going on. Elder God Chthonic has basically given her the boost in her powers. Now, her innate power, the Chosen of Chthon, allows her to add features to her dice rolls when attacking, defending, or dodging. She literally alters the probability of success in her favor to the tune of about 12% per die. So that likely means she gets to, I'm guessing, make 1 adjustment. I think 12% is approximately one side. 16.779er Delta Charlie is about one side of a 6-sided dice. So increasing the sides will decrease the percentage. So yeah, that's probably one side of the die. So she probably gets to alter 1 die. Now they're not saying that exactly. It doesn't say that she gets to adjust them all. My guess is that she gets to adjust 1, maybe 2 of the dice. Or who knows? We'll see. There's a whole lot more in her suite that we're not going to be able to, our suite of powers, but we're not going to have access to that, unfortunately. But I imagine, since this is Atomic Mass Games, then they are probably one of the best companies out there in revealing information to the community, unlike, say, Games Workshop, Privateer Press, even Malifaux. These guys right here have got social media on lockdown. They know how to reveal information, because it's usually an article like this on their webpage, the Atomic Mass Games webpage, which they're called Panel to Play. Then they'll also reveal, usually the same week that they give that, they'll give another character that was revealed prior to, say, this one. They'll reveal their actual cards, their character cards, so you can actually see what they look like. Before all this, they reveal what the actual miniature is. So in the next couple months, I imagine, it's April now, I imagine sometime in May, we will see a panel to play for Miss Marvel. And then probably about 2 to 3 weeks after that, we'll see her character card. So they're very good at getting this information out to us. They're so interactive with the fans, especially over on Twitch. So can't say I'm like super excited about Scarlet Witch. She's just not one of my favorite characters. I mean, she's on the back order list for me. But for the people that do like the character or like her abilities, or just want the model because they're a hobbyist, this is really cool. I'm really enjoying what they've been doing there. They are really, I would say, really on top of things at Atomic Mass Games. They got a great steady release schedule. It's not overpowering like Games Workshop, where they're like, hey, shops, you need to order $1,000 this week to get stock up. They don't. It's like Games Workshop just pounds it into you, like buy, and they never like give the poor stores or the customers a chance to breathe, which in a way is good, but in a way it's bad. It's so overwhelming that you eventually tune it out. But Atomic Mass Games, they'll turn around and go, hey guys, look at this. And then we're going to show you something different now. And then we're going to show you something different. And but they feed us along in a nice, steady pace. So I really appreciate that about Atomic Mass Games. So let me know what you guys think in the description. I mean, let me know, or in the comments, let me know what you think. Is Miss Marvel, do you think she's going to get finally the big character? We're going to see the first giant growth character. Are we going to see that power? Because it definitely would really fit releasing it with this character. Yes, we could have done Giant Man, but this, I think it would really fit her. Let me know what you think about that. You know, or is this just going to be it? And if it is just her, who else do you think is going to be alongside her? One of the other Champions characters? The Young Avengers? Are we going to be seeing another teen style character coming out alongside her? Maybe Kate Bishop, the new Hawkeye? Maybe a Gwenpool? Probably not Gwenpool. Maybe America Chavez, and I'll have almost my top 10 roster of favorite characters completed. Just need Juggernaut and Havoc, and I think a couple others. I don't know. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Please, before you do anything, before you leave that comment or hit that thumbs up or hit that thumbs down, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button here. If you're on Havokmkr Studio, there's a link in the description below. Go over to FMP Wargamers and hit the subscribe button there. And if you're on FMP Wargamers, jump back over to Havokmkr Studio. The link's in the description below, and give me a subscribe there. It really helps grow the channel, and it signals to myself and to the owners of FMP Wargamer that, hey, the fans, that's all of you guys, are that you want more. And that means that if we're getting more attention, we're getting more subscribers on both channels. That means we can start doing more giveaways. Right now on FMP or on Havokmkr Studio, I've got a couple giveaways set up for some RPGs, but in the near future, once I hit 100 subscribers or 1,000 or more, 10 million, whatever, I will be doing some giveaways. But we got to get to that 100 subscriber limit first. That includes RPGs, Marvel Crisis Protocol, Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40,000, the works. But we need your guys' support to know that you guys want to see this stuff. So thank you so much for all that. I really appreciate you putting up with me, asking for the subscribing. Anyways, you guys have yourself a wonderful day. I have another possible video slated for later. I want to see if some news that are actually just a bit of a rumor is confirmed from one of my sources. If so, I'll have that up today. If I don't get that information, I'll whip something up for you guys. At any rate, you guys have yourself a wonderful day. It is hump day. We're almost to the weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later.